Hey guys, welcome back to Expedition Homestead. In today's video, we're going to be taking this weeping willow here and pruning up most of it, massive prunings of it. And we're going to be taking cuttings so we can propagate and grow this willow tree. If you're not familiar with propagating willow trees, we've got a ton of videos on the channel in the past where we've grown a variety of willow trees. They are so much fun. It's a really cool experiment to try out at home, and I really do encourage you guys to try it for yourselves. What makes today's video special is the fact that we're going to try and take not only our normal willow tree cuttings that are about the diameter of a pencil, but we're also going to take some very big cuttings of it as well. We're going to go all the way down here in this trunk to where it's about 2.5 inches in diameter and try and see if we can propagate a cutting of that size. So to get you guys up to speed on willow tree cuttings, the time of the year that you want to take them is in early spring, like right before they start budding out. And the size of the cutting is just like this one right here. Like I said, about the diameter of a pencil is the ideal cutting size, and the cutting length should be about 6 to 8 inches. Of course, they can be bigger or smaller depending on what you're trying to do. If you only need one cutting, don't be afraid to take a nice long cutting. So get a branch like this, and then this whole thing here, what I would do is cut these branches a little bit shorter so they're about 4 inches long each. And then I would just root this whole thing, like if I'm only trying to get one cutting. But if you're trying to get a bunch of cuttings, this is what you're going to want to do.
I sat down in the water, Dad, and I cut this.
Go out of the way. So what I did here is I cut off all of the branches down to the main stem, and then they're in sections of about 12-ish inches, 12 to 18 inches each. And all you've got to do is get them in water. This is just a temporary bucket that we're going to have them in. We're going to get a different bucket later for them. But the really only important thing is that you got them in probably about 3 inches of water, and then that they're facing upright. So the buds should be going upwards, of course. Make sure you do that. Do not have them upside down. Otherwise, they're going to start growing funky on you. All right, so let's use our handy dandy saw and get at this larger piece here. I know what you're thinking. How on earth is this cutting gonna grow? Well, I'm not sure. It's gonna be a fun little experiment, but I tell you, I have gotten a few comments on my previous willow tree propagation videos of people saying that they did take just massive cuttings, threw it in water, and they grew. So we're gonna stick this thing in a bucket, trim up all of these branches like we did with the other ones, and we're gonna propagate that bad boy. All right, here's what it looks like all trimmed up. This whole thing, we're just gonna stick this in a bucket of water and hope for the best. Well, thank you guys all so much for tuning in to today's video. That's all I've got for you for today. Again, like I said, propagating willow trees of all kinds, it's such a great and fun experiment. You guys really gotta try it at home. Trust me, your kids and family, or even you, no matter what your age, you're gonna have a blast doing it. Thank you so much for tuning in today, and we'll see you all in the next episode.